Look at that. I forgot to turn the power on. Yeah, Kristen, do you have the power out over there? Remember that one, the button that we didn't know? Oh, it's on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now? Sorry, you guys. I don't know. I know I had the power off. So there we go. Well, you guys, welcome to today's show. It would help if Ani turned on the power on her mic. Such a genius I am. And here I am going to teach you today. Oh my God. Good luck, guys. That's all I have to say. You guys, hello, hello, hello. Let's start again. I'm Anie, creator and inventor of the Joule Tool polishing machine. And on today's show, I will show you how to high polish. Now, I know some of you have scratch surfaces, nasty surfaces, whatever the case may be. I will show you my techniques on how I high polish. It seems as though I get this dilemma a lot. Now, I understand you guys were not raised, to polish jewelry, and this is all learning, but this is what I am here to do, is to teach you these skills. No one teaches you how to polish. From what I've been learning, no one teaches, but I will show you guys how to get that professional finish super easy. So if you are having issues, you need to watch today's show. I'm going to stay focused and show you the basics. And I assure you, if you follow my techniques, you're going to be a good high polisher. I guarantee it. Now, look, I'm going to go through and say hi to everybody. But before that, I'm going to show you on a few different metals so that you understand that it doesn't matter what the metal is, the Joule tool will bring it to a high polish if you wanted to. So we've got a dull copper bangle. We've got multiple dull silver pieces. And I actually had a brass piece, and we'll do brass as well. Okay? But you can do gold. You can do platinum. You can do titanium. You can do everything. We did titanium on the Joule tool, and the titanium rings that my son is going to work on, is going to be launching on Kickstarter, will be polished on the Joule tool. That's right, on the Joule tool. The manufacturer is going to use the Joule tool to finish the rings. So cool, huh? So let me go and say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm going to start from the below because Kristen is going to scroll back up. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Carol. Hi, Anne. Hi, Kathy and Crystal George and Teresa and Terry and Paula Rubin. Hello, Carrie Hedrick, Nancy Collins. Thank you. Nancy's the one that told me my volume was up. And yep, okay, we've got everyone so far that commented. And if you didn't comment, hello. Hi, Bonnie. I saw you come in. And Vicky. Hi, Vicky Hart. And Ann Menzies, I think I already said hi. And everyone else who's watching on the replay, hello, and thank you for tuning in. So without further ado, I hope you guys all had a good weekend, by the way. This last weekend was Memorial Day, so I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, you guys. Yay, Yvonne, I know. So I just want to say, hey, Heidi, I just want to say a quick thank you to your response on the Joule Tool community post where I did a secret reveal of my son's Kickstarter campaign where he did that ring all by himself. It was his idea. He drew it out because he knows how to work on SolidWorks. That's what he studied. And he engineered it all. He found the manufacturer that can put his idea into production. Yarrow did help him on some of the engineering files and whatever. I helped him with the materials and what could be polished and what could not. So technically this has turned into like a little family affair. You know how you gotta, it's a family instead of hiring someone else. If we can do it, we do. But unfortunately, I can't handle the entire project financially. So that's why he opted to do a Kickstarter campaign where he can get the funds and then get the stuff produced. And already they're on it. They're really on it. So I'm excited, and I thank you all for the feedback. But one feedback, you guys, I need is he's got to decide on a woman's ring finger. So can you guys help me decide? Should he do 7, 8, 9? Should he do 6, 7, 8? It's got to be whole sizes. And remember, the band is a little thick, so it'd be going into the thicker band. So if you guys can give me some input on that, that would be great. Soon I'll be posting the link, and on that link will be his Kickstarter. And you guys, if you really want to support his campaign, you have to use that link that I post, because since he's working with a marketing company, they take a percentage of sales. But if it's a link that my son Vonik created, that's his link, then they don't have any, they don't take a percentage of those sales, because he is partnering with a big marketing company. And with that, not only do you pay for it, they also want a percentage so that they promote and send it out to all their whoever, all their connections, I guess. So Teresa says 6, 7, 8. Okay, 6, 7, 8. You guys really think 6, 7, 8? Okay, so that seems to be the going thing. He actually said 6, 7, 8. I just didn't know. Thank you guys. And you know, as a special thank you, I'm trying to think of a way that I can thank you guys from the Jewel Tool side of things for everyone that supports his campaign. So you guys agree? Carol also agrees 6, 7, 8. Bonnie says thicker, wider bands usually go up a size. Yes, or wider. So I think 7, 8, 9. So that's, Bonnie, what I was thinking. Since it's a wider band, it fits tighter. And you guys always should remember this. Anytime you do a wider band, like she says, 5 millimeter and or wider, you have to take that into consideration, because the wider the band, the tighter it will feel. So a 5, like let's say my finger is a size 6, okay? But if this was a wider shank, I would have to move up at least a half size to, or maybe even a 7. Do you know what I mean? Because it is 7, 8, 9 might be best. Okay, hi Gail. I was just talking to you on Instagram. Yeah, okay, so I get the idea. So we want to be around, in reality, 6, 7, 8, but if it's a wider band, we might do larger. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. But for the women with a larger ring size, couldn't they just buy the smaller men's? Yes, that is true, Margaret. You can also get the smaller of the men's sizes. So it's been interesting. He just launched the Instagram page. I'll post his Instagram page, so if you guys want to follow that, and kind of, he's already gotten a lot of people that, you know, followed his page. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, I love you guys. Okay, so now thank you guys for listening to me on that. It means so much to me. You guys have no idea. For the past, I want to say this has been over a year and a half in the making, honest to God. So we've got these rings all over, but you know what's crazy? We use them. They're really handy little suckers. Like just the ring itself, you can open up a box. Just the ring itself can pop open like a bottle opener. Just the ring itself can do so much. And then all those funky attachments. Woo, I'm a miniature gadget lover. So to have something small at your fingertips or on your keychain, I love it. So he works so hard to get the mini flashlight in the pen, the mini. So far from what we've discovered, these are literally the world's smallest pen and flashlight, according to the manufacturer and according to all my son's research. Isn't that crazy, you guys? So crazy. So if you post it, we'll follow it. It's actually carbon design. Kristen, can you? But I just want to double check. Can you type it? Hold on, I'll tell you what it is. Carbon. Oh, here it is, Kristen. This is what it is. Should I show it? Oh, just. Yeah, I'll post it on Instagram, but it's carbon design. No, you did good. Okay, so he's going to do, so some people, he's been kind of listening to what the market is telling him. So a lot of people just like the ring, but a lot of people like the ring with the bits. So as an early bird special, you'll be getting a really good deal on the ring with the bits. Not like this felt on my face. And or you can buy the ring on its own. So like they'll have like a basic kit and a deluxe kit. And its price point is really, really low, you guys. It's like close to what he's getting it manufactured for. But he says this is what you do with Kickstarter, Mom. He goes, you offer a very like an introductory lowest price just to get the world and community and the bloggers and the influencers talking about it. So then his business and his website, will take on a life of its own, hopefully. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. That's what you do on Kickstarter. So you kind of get the best deal, like early bird special is what he said. It reminded me of like breakfast at Denny's, the early bird special, but that's what it is. Yeah, you wrote it good, Kristen. Kristen's manning my cameras today. Oh, so Bonnie, any of the bits, so any bit that you have, like that you can buy from Home Depot, first of all, is designed to fit in it. So those bits that you can buy anywhere won't be included. But the bits that he's worked on exclusively for this will be included in the deluxe version, which is the deluxe version. He says that the retail won't even be like $60. Like he's thinking $30, $60. And I'm like, wow, that's telling you. Yeah, but don't quote me on that because, with manufacturing these days and oh my God, the pipeline and the whatever's happening after COVID and people are getting back into the thing, prices are really up and down. Ah, okay, finding he's cute. Yeah, so, and it's so funny. A lot of the women that he's getting feedback on, and women and men, they're loving it as like to have on hand in the event they need some protection. So, and someone mentioned that in the comments. I can't remember who what was. Was it you, Carol? Who was it that said that you would love it as protection because his girlfriend said it earlier in the day. And I said it too. So it's interesting that other people are saying it because, you can wear it and then flip it around, but there's some deadly things under there if you really wanted to, you know. I know, oh, Gail, you're so sweet. Thank you, guys. So it means a lot to me. But again, like I said, I'm going to think of a way so whoever would supports this campaign, that Jewel Tool, you will get something from Jewel Tool. So I'm going to figure out a way to do that. So just so you know, we're trying to figure out something like that to show my thank you and appreciation because this is, I know it's not exactly Jewel Tool related, but it really is really blood related to Jewel Tool, and I am Jewel Tool. So, and this is definitely a family event. So without further ado, let's get to polishing. Thank you, guys. I just love you. I just love you all. I'm so happy to see you all. I feel like I just met with all my girlfriends and everybody. I don't know if there's guys watching, but if there is, hi, Laverl. I see Laverl popped in. So hi, Melanie. You popped in too. Hello, hello, hello. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you guys if you have a horrible scratch surface, how to polish it. End of story. But without much skill. I'm just going to show you what you need to do. Basics. Really easy, you guys. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with silver because I know everybody has silver. Hi, Mary. No, Mary, you're good. Mary, we were just talking about my son's Kickstarter ring. No worries. You're just on track. And Mary, watch this show because this will help you. I know it will. I'm going to show you how to polish easy. It's like polishing. Today's show should be like polishing 101 or polishing ready, set, Jewel Tool. Hi, Linda. Yes. Okay, so here we go. Yes. So I'm going to take something that is like this. You guys have seen this? It's not polished. It's really nasty, dingy. But if I have something like this and I say to myself, gee, Anie, what should I use to polish? So before, did I say before? Before I use a scratch eraser. Y'all hear me? So before I go and grab a scratch eraser, this is a scratch eraser. This is a scratch eraser. It doesn't matter what grade. Before I grab this, you should try the felt on its own. Did you hear me? Try the felt on its own. That's it. Try the felt. There. So let me get my felt because that would be helpful. So let me grab my felt. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to grab my felt wheel. You guys see my felt? I'm going to put it on. So this is the 3-inch. If you have the 4-inch, the larger one, you run at high speed. This one you can run medium-ish highest speed. There you go. So we're going to run this at high speed. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take my Jool Tool compound, okay? Jool Tool compound. And watch how I'm going to put the compound. Now, it's going to go like that. That's not right. That's not right either. Hold it in the center area and drag it slowly out to the edge. That's it. You guys see that? Good. If not, replay and watch. Now I'm going to hold it in a spot. One spot, and we're going to count to maybe under 10. Let's see what happens. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're already done. But I'm not going to move. And do you guys see that polish? Okay, so clearly I didn't need to use a scratch eraser. But I did notice there's something weird here, and I think I have used a scratch eraser here. Do you guys see that? So let's do it again. Now, I'm going to use the felt again, so that means I have to apply compound. Without compound on it, you're going to get a lot of black because now there's nothing working to polish. This is the working. This is what's going to give you the polish. So without this, you're not going to get a polish. So again, straight all the way down, even to the edge, and stop. So let's go into this area that has scratches. You guys see that? So if the scratches are going like this, I'm not going to follow those same scratches. I'm going to tilt it like this so that the scratch pattern, so I'm polishing like this. Do you understand? So it's called cross polishing. So instead of holding it like this, I'm just going to tilt it here and hold it. Look. You guys see? And look, do you see the compound kind of going off over here? So shove that off all the way off the cliff. Off the cliff you go. Off the cliff you go, and goodbye. No compound. Do you guys see that? But do you guys see how the scratch went away? So if you are still getting scratches, you guys, you are doing something wrong. Because honest to God, I'm going to hold it in one spot. Look, give yourself compound and hold it. I'm not going to move. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the polish comes up. Do you see that? So anything you have will polish if you just hold it there. You can't just glide it like this and expect it to give yourself a high polish. You have to hold it and let it just rub, and then get that compound all the way off. Look at that. Are you guys seeing this? Yeah. Okay, push the button forward. Thank you, Irina. Okay, so you guys, for this particular piece, I'm using just the felt with the compound. Now, remember what I said. If you don't know what to use the felt. And if there's deep scratches still there, then go to the scratch eraser. But don't grab the scratch eraser immediately. You don't know if you needed it or not. Maybe the felt was the answer. Remember what I said, even when you're working with stones, don't go to the more aggressive one initially. See if the finest one will do the trick. And I don't know about you, but you guys is a shiny little sucker. So I'm going to now put the scratch eraser on it and then show you how to polish it. There you go. There's one question. Arcane Moon. I have trouble zhuzhing when it's larger or longer pieces that is totally flat. I wind up getting scratches from the edge of the wheel. That's because you're working on the edge of the wheel. So if you're getting scratches on something long and flat, you have to, if you want to work a little bit on the edges, if it's not completely flat, I get it. But there's a time where you need to slide it up in the middle to get a nice even polish. Okay, so I don't know how long your pieces is. If it's this long, I'll show you how to do it with even a 3-inch. You don't need a 4-inch. So let me show you. I'll grab something long to show you a technique because that's what I'm here for. So hold on. Let me find something. Hopefully I can have something long. I don't know. I have a spoon. Have a spoon? Let's try a spoon. At least that gives you an idea of the length. How about that? Is that good? Fresh compound is the key. Thank you, Mary. You're so cute. Yes, if you don't put compound, you guys, how do you expect it to polish? The compound gives you the polish. If you don't put oil in your car, how do you expect your car engine to move? It's the same thing. You got to oil that monkey. You know what I mean? Well, there is a hold on. Let me read one thing, you guys, and I'm going to do this. Well, when I'm polishing in the middle, but the piece is longer than the wheel, so the edges get hit because it's totally flat. Yeah, well, you know you can remove the hood, right? So I used to do like long lawnmower blades. So and that would clear it. So I don't know. Is it hitting the hood? If it had a curve, the piece is too long, right? But you can clear it like here. Okay, so give me overhead shot, Irina. Oh, I understand. So when you're going like this, the edges here are scratching it. Is that the situation? Okay, so I have a technique for you. Okay, go to the front camera, Irina. Yeah. Okay, so I have a technique for you. This pretty much is a technique that we use for sharpening the knives. So yes, I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. I got 100% what you're saying. So Arkin, Moon, I will answer you because I'm going to find something better. So give me a second. Let me continue with the next step, and then I'm going to give you a technique on that. So hang in there. I got you. I understood. Oh, okay. I'll show you guys. I'll show you a technique on how to prevent that from happening. Good question. So let's continue. So now, you guys, I am going to take a few silver pieces. Okay, I have a few different ones. So you say, well, mine's not so flat. Mine has a curve. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you how to finish these using the scratch eraser. And I'm going to show you the difference from the medium, the fine, and the very fine. So let's get going. Okay, here we go. Okay, yes, overhead. Oh, sorry, Eden, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so since everyone has a fine, let me go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so since everyone has a fine, let's start with this. And then I'm going to show you guys how the very fine will help in a scenario when you have scratches. But if you have a fine, turn this baby full speed. Okay, so now let's say that I need to smooth this whole area. You guys see how that's, so look, I'm going to hold it there so you can use it. So you can't just go like this with the scratch eraser. You can't do that. That's not what the scratch eraser is all about. Let me zoom in over here. Hold on. Right there. Okay, hold on. So you can't just hop around like that. It's got to have a good kind of contact. You guys see that? Good contact flow in there. And I actually use this to mix epoxy. I don't know if you guys remember that on one of my shows. Let me knock that epoxy right off. There we go. I'm going to use the more center of the wheel to get rid of that epoxy. And there we go. Goodbye, epoxy. Goodbye. There we go. There, no more epoxy. But do you guys see how smooth it is right now? Let me smooth that all. You guys see that? So your scratch eraser should look like this. Okay? Now, if you don't have the very fine, okay, but I really would suggest you get the very fine. It makes polishing easier, I promise you. But if you don't, I'm going to take my felt wheel, the same felt wheel I just used. Okay, make sure you put a good amount of compound. Look, I'm going to go like this. There you go. So now I was working on it straight, right? And so now when I want to polish, I'm not going to hold it in that same. I'm going to kind of tilt it so that, again, I cross polish. Does that make sense, you guys? So instead of holding it like this, I'm going to tilt it like this so that it cross polishes. This is a technique, and it's easy. Look, let's count Mississippi. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. 6 Mississippi, and I got a beautiful high polish that has no scratches. So again, if you have scratches, you are doing something wrong. So let's continue. Give yourself another amount of compound. Let's count Mississippi. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi. Give it one more zhuzh over and drop it. And let's take a look at what we just did. Okay, see that? Okay, so now let's, well, we already did that. So let's now do the fine and the very fine to show you the difference, okay? Does that make sense? Let's do it on this now. Let's bezel that has like pits and stuff in it. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see this one that has like little pits in it? So let's go ahead and use the fine. Yes, fine. This fine comes with pretty much every single kit. Comes with every kit that contains a scratch eraser. So that's why I wanted to show you the fine. There you go. Okay, here we go. So let's get going. So watch this. I'm going to start here. And you guys see how I zhuzh it up and down? You don't want to just stay in one spot and go like that. That's just ridiculous. You can't do that. So you got to just stay in one spot, work a scratch out, work it, work it, work it. It's got to blend. So it's kind of like, what do I say? Rubbing frosting on a cake. You don't just hold the spatula in one spot and expect the entire cake to look uniform with frosting. You have to hold it because the process is you are moving metal at this stage. So it's kind of like you're overlapping and creating a nice smooth surface. So stay like that, you guys. Kind of change up this pattern and roll. So you guys see that? Nice and smooth. And you guys see the pitting on this side, right? You guys see that? So I'm going to leave this a before and after so you guys can remember what it looked like. Now, if you want to use the very fine, you can, and it would be helpful. But if you don't have a very fine, I'm going to grab the felt again. Okay, so now let's be mindful again. The lines are going like this. Okay, see the lines, the pattern? So again, how am I going to polish, you guys? I'm going to polish like this. You see what I'm talking about? This is very important. This is a technique in polishing, you guys. Really. Because what it ends up doing is, instead of following the lines, you cross polish. So you're combating those lines and you're avoiding them out. Do you know what I mean? You're erasing them. So you can hold it in this direction, whichever way you feel is comfortable. But I'm going to do a little portion with the felt. And then I'm going to do the very fine so you guys can see the difference. Watch. So again, turn this up. Give yourself a good amount of compound. And watch this, you guys. Ready? So instead of holding it like this, I'm going to tilt it. You guys see how instead of holding it like this, I do a little shifty poo. So you hold it there. And got to hold it there. Look, the second I held it there, do you guys see the quality of that polish? I didn't hold it there for more than 2 seconds, and I already got a polish. And so when you guys say you guys can't get a polish, I start to wonder, are you using pressure? Like, are you letting it just like glide like this? Are you not, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's happening that you guys can't get a polish? Because I'm doing nothing special. I'm holding it in one spot. You got to hold it in one spot and just kind of go up, and I'm kind of zhuzhing it. When I say zhuzh, I slide it up and down. This is a technique. You slide it up and down, and you can roll back over, slide up and down, and give it a zhuzh. Zhuzhing means shaking it up and down, sliding it up and down, and when you're done, you drop it. So let's take a look at my polish. You guys see that? There. Now, if there's a little bit extra scratches, give yourself more compound and go over it one more time. Maybe change the scratch pattern again. Go straight. You know what I mean? These are techniques, people. Roll them, roll them, roll them. There you go. There you go. You guys see that? And if it's getting a little too streaky, grab your sandpaper that we have for sale, you guys, or you can grab your own and just give yourself a little bit of a zhuzh to clean up any kind of excess and give yourself another bout of compound and watch how much shinier it'll get because you revealed more of the soft. You guys see that? Does that make sense? Okay, so now I'm going to use the scratch eraser for the rest of it. The very fine scratch eraser. You guys see that? Okay, so give me front camera, Irina. Okay, before I go to the very fine, I just want to recap what we did. I used the fine scratch eraser and I showed how to properly use the felt with the compound. Did you see? If you just hold it there in a spot and zhuzh it. So when I hold it in a spot, you guys, I zhuzh it like this. This is what I mean by zhuzh. Zhuzh, use those wrists. Zhuzh, 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 and drop it. Don't slide off the wheel because then you'll get you'll get like marks. So you don't want to do that. So zhuzh, 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 and drop it. Trying to read comments. Is the fine that comes, okay, there you go. No, so majority of all the kits come with the fine. Okay, and if you buy like the more fancier like kits, those come with like the medium and the very fine. Yes, so if your kit came with only one scratch eraser, it's the fine. Have to run. Oh, Gail, you're so cute. I know you had to run in the beginning. You're welcome, Gail. So you guys, I'm going to do the very fine now and see how it'll take you to the polish faster. So next up, very fine scratch eraser. So come on down. All right. So here, let me take the felt off. You have me covered? Irina. Yeah, here you go. Okay. So I'm going to grab the very fine scratch eraser. And let me get rid of some of the compound so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this area I had used the fine. You guys see it? Let me put some more fine on there. Let's kind of roll a little bit more. Hold on. So right now I'm just using the fine because I want to create more of a pattern so you guys can see it. So even with the scratch eraser, do you guys see me zhuzh it? Roll it back like smearing like Margaret said. Okay, so this is the fine finish. Fine, fine. Okay, so this is the fine finish. Fine. Okay, fine. So next stop is going to be the very fine. So now when I use the very fine, you best believe Mama's going to do across sand. Why not? So very fine. Very fine. Very fine. Watch this, you guys. So again, I'm not going to do the same line. You know, I'm going to kind of just tilt it. Just a slight tilt. Slight tilt. And you can see already the difference. It's much shinier. Let me show you a before and after so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So it almost becomes like a polished finish. Do you guys see that? So this is the fine. You guys see how dull that is still? That's the fine right there in the shot. And then the one to the left is the very fine. So right here is the very fine. There you go. You guys see that? So this is do you guys see how smooth? So it's almost at that polish, you guys. Almost. So if you are having trouble polishing, you might want to invest in a very fine because you'll love it. So we're going to now do a little bit more and finish this off and do very fine across the board. Let's do that. So here you go. Hold it. There we go. There, and roll it one more time. Why not? Get a nice finish right there. One more time. Make sure it looks beautiful. Are you guys seeing this? Like, wow, even this is a beautiful finish. Even this is just wow. Like, come on, no sandpaper out there for crying out loud could perform this. I don't care what you say. Oh, I can do that in my flex shaft. Yeah, I dare you that even. I can't even do it, and I'm good. So I'm going to take my felt wheel, the same one we've been using. Okay, so I'm going to put this at high speed. Now, again, compound is the key, people. Compound. Without this, you're pretty much dust. So now the lines are going like this, straight. So what am I going to do? A little on the cross polish side. There you go. You see that? So instead of holding it like this under the wheel, I'm going to just tilt it right there. So instead of going like this, a little tilting action, and you hold it there. Don't go ahead and do the whole thing immediately. Do it section by section. How many times have I said this? Roll it back again, and there. That took a few seconds, and look at that gleaming polish. Few seconds, and then we're going to continue the rest. Are you guys learning? Is this helping? So here you go. Again, shift it nice. Zhuzh it up and down. Well, front to back, front to back. I don't know what to call this. So there you go. And again, zhuzh it again. Roll over it one more time. Do it again while rolling. Zhuzh and roll, zhuzh and roll, zhuzh and roll, and drop it. Let's see what we got. You guys see this? Now, if there's any area that you miss, I see a little fine lines. Guess what? Turn your felt on, put a little bit more compound on, and just get those areas. Just hold it there a little longer, kind of change the scratch pattern. Just hold it there. The secret is hold it in a spot. Don't hop around like a monkey. Just hold it there and let it do its job. It's designed to do it. You know what I mean? It's not a magic box that, you put something in and it's going to polish it immediately. You got to, have skill and know what you're doing. But I'm here to teach you, and the Jool tool makes it so much easier. Let me tell you something. There. You guys see? I didn't do anything else except zhuzh up and down, side to side like this, and roll. And roll. And then shove that compound all the way to the end. But do you guys see? No black. Okay, so give me front camera, Irina. Irina, give me front camera. Okay, so we're going to read comments. So sounds like a dance routine. Margaret, in front, in back, front, and back, and zhuzh, zhuzh, front, and back, front, and back, front. And I should do that, you guys. You think I'm joking. These things stick to you. Front and back, front and back, zhuzh, zhuzh, and roll, smooth, roll, smooth, roll, smooth. Okay, there you guys go. All right, you guys got the message. I get it. But look at how, do you see how easy this was? I mean, come on. Okay, rock when I roll. I love that. Okay, so we're going to read some comments because I see them coming in. Thank you, Jorun. Your camera person is doing an awesome job. Thank you. It's actually my mother-in-law. It's Yaro's mom. Oh my God, I love you. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. When I add Suni, hi, Suni. When I add compound, it turns black. Do I need to keep it there until it gets white? So this is what's happening, Suni. You're not putting enough compound. This is why I showed how much compound to put on. So if you're getting black, you don't have enough compound. Thank you. You don't have enough compound on, or your pressure is not enough. Pressure is key. So remember, you guys, the felt is soft. Let me show you a clean felt. Hold on. So the felt, you guys, is furry. It's a furry friend. It's furry. Now, if you don't have enough pressure, the fur isn't gonna get there to polish. Do you understand? So you get, it's a combination of the felt fibers, the fur, and the compound. But so if you have the black and you're not pushing enough, the soft fur is not getting on the metal to do its magic. Do you know what I mean? So I'll show it one more time, Suni. Good to see your arm, shoulders, but oh, thank you, Suni. It's still kind of caca, but it is what it is. I still have that calcium piece in. Thank you, Suni. I love you. Thank you, Melanie. Okay, so let me keep going. When I add the count, what else is before Suni's? Irina, can you scroll down? No, don't push the button. Yeah, Kristen's coming in to help. Thanks, Kristen. Just before Suni's comment, just to make sure I didn't miss anybody's. It helps a lot. Thank you. Did I miss anything else? Okay. Thank you for going through that. Okay, she has to go. Oh, that's good. The camera. We're good. We're good. Nicole, what did Nicole say? Nicole, hi, Nicole. Once it clicked. Oh, there you go. Once it clicked. Where'd you go? Oh, no. There's another one before where it says once it clicked. And I didn't forget about you, Arcane Moon. I didn't. I'm going to do yours now. Oh, scroll down. Okay, just scroll, Kristen. I just want to see. Nicole, what'd you say? Scroll down. She's down more. Hi, Maxine. And I'm seeing more. Nicole, oh my God, blending your blush and eyeshadow in. Yes, it's like blending your eyeshadow and blush. Blend. You know how you see all those makeup artists? Blend, blend, blend. But this one is easier than that. Trust and believe. Putting on eyeshadow is harder than using the scratch eraser. Nicole, once it clicked in my head that these, don't move the thing, that these wheels move the metal, an entire finishing process changes. So easy. So you have to remember, scratch erasers are not sandpaper. They're not. They're considered surface conditioning. It's conditioning the surface. It's like massaging and moving and everything, the surface. So it's not sandpaper. So you have to hold it there and activate its, what it's designed to do. You can't just go, zit, and go, oh, I put scratches on it. Tom says, I don't understand about blending. Tom, you're going to put eyeshadow on. My compound gets bad. Okay, so Anna, your compound is okay to get black. So that the black on your compound is the metal that is coming off. It's like the metal. So the compound, the black on your compound is okay, Anna. Suni, do you mean the compound bar is turning black? Oh, that's a good question, Bonnie. Oh, so how do you do pressure with the felt wheel and still no pushy? Here, let me tell you guys something. If you have polished on the jewel tool and you have stopped your jewel tool, you are using excessive force. That's called pushy. So that's talking. So I'm not talking excessive force, but it has to make contact. So it's a polish. So let me go through it one more time to a polish. Yes, the compound bar is getting back. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you, Bonnie, for asking that question. Suni, your compound is okay to get black. That's cool. That's good. So remember, I tell you guys, if your compound is getting black, use the section that's clean when you're polishing like stones on your felt that doesn't have any metal. So, if you have a felt that is allocated just for stone, try to not use the compound section where it's black. Because, yeah, Kristen says, or just get another compound. It's so true. That is true for peace of mind. 100%, Kristen. I agree. They're like very inexpensive, just a little bar. Okay. The jewel tool polish is the best I've ever used. Yes, Tom. Okay, so speaking of my polish, you guys, I'm going to let you guys know. Because I get this question or this issue a lot, I have worked on getting you guys a compound that has the same kind of formula as mine, but a little bit more power. Do you know what I mean? It's going to have more power, but leaves a high polish. but I still feel like this one is going to be a higher polish. But still, if anyone has issues with scratches, that polish, that compound that I'm going to come up with, hopefully by the end of this month, will solve this issue. So there you go. It's gonna be a little bit more greasier because the grease really aids to remove, scratches. So that's the only thing that has iodinated grease. You mean if the fail safe kicks in, we're pushing too hard? Yes, Margaret, bless your heart. I mean that if the safety turn off system kicks in and your machine shuts down, you're pushing way too hard. Talk about excessive force. Tom, it'll make that bald head of yours super shiny and remove some of the little dips and stuff. So just saying. Wow, really? This compound is already amazing. Yes. So it'll be like this compound, but a little bit more for those people who have those stubborn scratches. The next compound will aid. You wouldn't use it all the time, but on certain things, you're going to really like it. Trust and believe. I've been playing with it for a while now, and I think it's time to unveil it and unleash it. So it will hopefully be available at the end of the month. Yes. So let's go back. Okay, so I'm going to answer the long question. Your pate will possibly glisten, Tom. I know, right, Tom? Tom, what we do? Yes, Alyssa, I think you might be doing it too lightly. So this is something that's very difficult to type in an email. This is very difficult to explain over a comment on Facebook. So that's why you guys share this video. Share it with people that you know in your community. Please share it. I'm getting to need that new compound ASAP. Oh, I know, Nicole. You are a polishing queen. You need anything that will give you the glistening. Yeah, you'll like that. So it's coming. It's coming. It's in the pipeline. We're just waiting for it to get released. Lol, yes, Alyssa. So I'm going to show you guys, before we move on, I'm going to show you the pressure. This is the subject is called pressure. Pressure on the felt, pressure on the scratch eraser. So let's do the felt first. So come join me. So I already have the, what's it called? The felt on here, okay? You guys see, look, felt. You guys see how beautifully and even this is? Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so now, when I'm talking about pressure, okay, so let's say I just wanted to polish this, right? You guys see that? So now I'm going to put compound on. Okay, so look what happens when I use light pressure. Ready? Are your pieces looking like this? This is like a commercial. Does your tub look like this? Are you guys getting looks like this? Please tell me, do your things look like this? I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Talk to me, people, please. I need to know so I can sleep at night. Do your pieces look like that? Hi, Laura. Oh, nice. Yes, Laura, the button in the back. Yes, it's not the fuse, it's the button in the back. She's so cute. Congratulations, Laura, and welcome to the JOOLTOOL community. Yes, I believe Kristen emailed you. So, or commented. Yes. Yes, well, I dictated to Kristen to tell you, just so you know. I just got my JOOLTOOL. So I'm so excited for you, Laura. I actually polished some earrings and they look awesome. Beautiful. You're only going to get better, Laura. So thank you for tuning in. Show it again. When I touch too light. Yes. I'm so excited right now. I swear I don't know what's happening to me. Yes, mine looks like that. Rita. Hi, Rita. Hi. Okay. Mine do, but that's because it needs more compound and apply again. This is good, you guys. So there's two reasons that it could look like this. Number one, too light of a touch. This is telling me the felt is not making contact with the metal, and thus it's not being able to polish. You got to get it at least where the fibers, the fluff, the fur of the felt contact and just kind of rub a little. Just rub a little. It's got to rub. It's got to make contact. If it doesn't make good contact, it's not going to be polished. Do you know what I mean? So, or you're not using enough compound. So there's two reasons this can happen. Light touch, too light of a touch, or not enough compound. I think I missed something. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, so look. So Irina, go for. Okay, so I'm over. Okay, so let me show you guys this again. You guys see that? So this is what I did. So this is light, too light of a touch, or this could also be the result of not enough compound. So let's do it again. I know I have enough compound, but I'll just put a little bit more. Okay, so look. So I hold it and find. So find your first initial shot should look smooth like this. You guys see how smooth that is? That's what it should look like in the beginning. So that's why when I tell people who can't polish, I go, just push and hold it there. Don't do anything. Look, I'm not moving. Not moving. Not moving. I'm just sitting there. I'm not even zhuzhing. I'm just standing there. Look, if you stand there and do nothing, you get this polish. Stand there and do nothing. Now, we want to get rid of the compound, so we're going to keep rolling. Give yourself more compound. See how I gave myself compound? So I'm talking too much. So now I'll start in that area that's clean. And now I'm going to work my way and zhuzh. You guys see that? You guys see how I'm pushing the compound away? You guys see that compound right there? I'm going to shove it off. Off the cliff it goes. There we go. Watch it. Off the cliff it goes. It's like the video game. The guy goes, da, 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 and then off the cliff. Oh, there you go. Clonk, donk, wonk, wonk. So you can't just go like this. This is not enough compound and not enough pressure, and I get this. You guys see how horrible that is? Not enough pressure and not enough compound. So now I'm going to give myself good compound and hold it in one spot. Look, hold it. Don't move. Now I'm going to move. Look, now I'm going to move slowly. You see this? Zhuzh it. You guys see that? Now we're going to continue. Hold it there again and just go. Done. So I'm giving it a little pressure. It has to make contact. You can't just let it. Look, I'm just going to change up the scratch pattern. Look at that. Look at this. Just zhuzh it back and forth. And then there. You got to give it a little massage while it's underneath. And we didn't even use a scratch eraser for crying out loud. This was bad. You know? Look at that, guys. Seriously. I mean, when you guys figure this out, in it forward. When you guys figure this out, just this, which is so easy, you guys just hold it there. Hold it, and then go and roll. That's all. If you guys can figure this out, OMG, you guys gonna be you guys will feel like you are on top of the world. Honest to God, it's such an empowering feeling. It's so good, and everybody like, wow, how'd you get that polish? And you're like, oh yeah, I have skills, you know. Okay, so Mary said, I can see. Can I see the example? I just did it. Am I missing something? Okay. Suni, you're amazing. I love you, Suni. Suni is so helpful. Oh, Suni, you are amazing. I love the tips for diagnosing what we're doing wrong based on the result we're seeing. Yes, very important. I realize this. That pressure balance takes practice. Yes, Bonnie. The pressure balance takes practice. Now, you know, you guys, for me, it's second nature. It's muscle memory. But remember, I didn't have the Joule tool all my years. I didn't. So what I had, when I used a lap machine to get this, a lap machine, you cannot use this technique on a lap machine. These are techniques exclusively for the Joule tool system. If you had a lap machine and tried to do what I just did, oh honey, you're going to have lines and waviness like you wouldn't believe. It doesn't work It doesn't work on any other system. The Jool tool is a completely different system, you guys, but it's made to do it easy. Easy. Okay, so Nicole agrees with you, Bonnie. So Nicole says it sure does. Not too light like you're touching a hot stove. That's a good example, Nicole. Keep talking. But not too much that you move the machine or trigger that safety trigger. Can you put her comment up? Do you know how to do that, Irina? Show it. Click on the, yeah, there you go. Everyone read this. Let's take a moment. Read. Let it sink in. Sip, drink, eat this. Did you read it? Read it again. Read it again. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. You can't go like this and expect a polish. It doesn't work like that. But you can't, but pushing hard and moving the machine and triggering the off switch is also, my nose is running, is also not a good thing at all. This is what I'm talking about. So there are people that trigger the safety switch, and I'm going to warn you, if you trigger that safety switch one too many times, it's going to burn like some kind of wire in that system. Your motherboard will not like it after a while and go, what is wrong with you, person? Stop doing this. You're triggering. It's basically you keep triggering your, what's that thing that blows? Airbag. It's like you're triggering the airbag to protect you, the safety mechanism, for nothing, over and over and over again. You know what happens when you trigger that safety bag in your car? Your car is dust. Yes, and if you do that enough times, we know when you do it. It's not covered by warranty. Kristen wanted me to say that to scare you. But you guys, I say that only because I want you guys to get the right finish. That's all. Scare tactics work, you know. I used to scare my kids all the time just to listen to me so that they did the right thing. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. I think everyone read that. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Suni. Everyone's saying amazing things. Yes, and Mary, you're right. Push the fog away. It's like, you know that there's a game. I don't know what it is, but it reminds me of that guy. You know, he goes, look, oh, on Price is Right. You know, the guy's climbing and he's like, you're the lady. Look. What is he? The little mountain climber on Price is Right. You know how he's climbing and he's like, he's singing a song and then all of a sudden, clonk, he falls. That's what you should do to the compound. Push it off the edge. Oh my God, that is funny. If you guys aren't laughing, I'm laughing. That is a good one. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so there. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Jool Tool is Right. Oh my God. The things. Okay, so Anie, I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying. I know. I don't know. He goes, yodelay. Ooh, that's what he does. He sings a yodelay. He's a yodeler. Yodelay. I'm going to Google it after, you guys. Oh my God. You like him, huh? I like that guy too. Isn't that so funny that these things stick to you? You remember him too, Irina? Yodelay. And then clonk, he'd fall off. Okay, so I'm going to answer the long question, but before I do that, I have a plan. I'm going to show you how to polish the curve. Okay, that's all. And we're going to use a copper piece to do that. You ready? Let's go. Okay. So here, but before we get off of silver, so do you guys remember this? We were showing how to do textures with the scrubbies not that long ago. Do you guys remember? And then Nicole kept saying, I do figure eights. And then I started making this crazy pattern. You guys remember this? Well, let's say that I don't want those. I don't like that anymore. And I want to take it to a polish. So that same felt wheel that I had on, from a surface that is it's in so many directions, right? You guys see that? Let's analyze. I like to show everything. Anie's not a hider around here. This is a live show, for crying out loud. No editing here. So if I'm going to just try to take out scratches, look what the felt alone can do. Give yourself a good compound, right? Okay, so now I'm going to hold it in one spot. So the lines are going all over, so I'll probably hold it and change my spots. Do you guys see what I mean? So look, let's hold it here. Okay, so look, you see, there's a lot of rough surface. But do you guys see if I held it in one spot, I got a polish? You guys see that? I did nothing. I just held it in one spot. Here, want to do it again? Look, watch. Just hold it in one spot and you get a polish. So if you're saying you can't get a polish, you're not doing anything. Something's wrong. Do you see? I'm not even doing any technique. I'm just holding it up against the felt. Look, do you guys see that? I'm making a mess. But every time I touch it, I get a polish. You guys see? Now, let me bring this all together, right? So again, give yourselves a compound. So I'm going to start from here. Okay? So I'm going to start basically from here and work my way all the way there, right? You guys see that? Hold on. There you go. So let's go ahead and start. So I'm going to start here and watch. I'm going to work my way all the way in. And I'm trying to see, do I need to know? Oh, so this area in the center was the original. So there, you guys. Okay, so look, real quick, I didn't do much. Already we got this. Now this is the original pattern here that we never scratched or erasered away. So if you have deep, this is a texture right here. If you have this, the only way to get rid of that is with a scratch eraser. And while I'm on that topic, watch this. So I'll grab the fine or the medium. Here, let's show the medium because we didn't do the medium. This is the medium. Everyone wants to know what the medium does. Medium's good. Now get that off. So right here, that area, I can even feel it with my nail. Do you guys hear it? It's that deep. The lines are that deep, you guys. Okay, so watch. I'm just going to hold it here and get rid of the line. So you see, I'm not just rolling it. Juice it up and down. Kind of change it up. See what's happening and boom. Boom, shakalaka. It's gone, baby. Bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Goodbye. Bye-bye. There. You can keep going if you want. But I think that should do it. Give yourself a nice amount. So you can see the red. I left some behind. Do you guys see that? You can get rid of those too if you want. Now you know why it's called the magic eraser, right? So the medium is pretty quick. You guys see that? No more. Bye-bye. And it didn't even affect the rest. Do you see how there's no sandpaper lines? Oh my God. If you use sandpaper to do this, oh, it's problem child. If you use like silicone wheels, oh, it's all uneven and wobbly. There's no uneven. So now, instead of going straight to the felt, I highly recommend you go to the next step to like at least, you can even jump to the very fine, you guys. Honest to God, look. So this is the very fine. What do I do, you guys? The lines are going straight like this. So I'm going to kind of tilt it a little and just kind of go like this, right? Does that make sense? So I'm just going to hold it straight and then tilt it. So there. And look at the difference. Do you guys see the difference in shine? Just hold it there. Let it rub. Let it move the metal. Let's show you guys the difference from the scratch eraser. So this is the medium where the lines are, and this is the fine. The very fine, sorry. Do you guys see how, ooh, it's like almost at a polish. And if there's still some scratches, change your scratch pattern. That's all. So be observant during this process. Don't, do things blindly. Look at that. You guys see how I noticed the lines in that way and I combated them? Use your, inspect it. Take a look at what you're doing. So I just want to show you the differences, the finish from the medium and the very fine. And so we're going to keep going. So I'm going to tilt it just a little. And there we go. Kind of change up the scratch pattern. Go everywhere like this. Kind of give it a nice little zhuzhy poo. There you go. You guys see that? Are you seeing this? Those were some deep texture that I had. And it's a hollow bead, and I didn't make it thinner. Wow. Now, if you're not a jewel tool, okay, so you guys understood this? Now, if that's not enough to convert someone that the jewel tool is different than the buffers out there, I give up. I got nothing for you. That's it. Seeing is believing. This is a live show that is not edited. This is the real deal. You guys know it who watch me all the time. I screw up on the show. I do things that I've never done before. It's all fun. We'll get through it together, and we always do. So this is the finish of the very fine. And now I'm going to continue with polishing everywhere. I didn't do very fine everywhere, so we still have scrubby at the top. Let me see comments before I continue. If you can get a polish, you can't hold still. Right. I'm telling you, the feeling of getting a polish is so empowering. It's a good feeling. Okay. Soft fine for curved and dome surface. Yes. So I was going to do the soft fine on this. This would have been a better scenario because it works on the curved and the dome. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you. And cross polishing at closer to a 90-degree pattern. Can't wait to try it at more of a 45-degree scratch. Yeah, you don't have to do a complete 90-degree pivot. You don't have to go that much of a pivot. A slight pivot is all you need, really, you guys. It's not it's like the Friends episode of, I love it, I'm sorry. The Friends episode of Ross going up the stairs with the ouch pivot. This is a slight pivot. Pivot. It's my favorite scene. I'm sorry, I have to go there. Okay, so back to this. So we're at the very fine, very fine. You guys see that? Oh, if I had feel-o-vision, you guys, this feels like silk. Honest to God. You can't even feel where. Okay, so now all this other area is still the scrubby marks. You guys see that? I never polished it. So now we're going to go back to the felt and polish and call it a day. So there we go. So there we go. And now we got to do the long thing. Let me show you the long. So here we go. So we're going to start off at the corner. So you'll know the pressure. If you're not getting a shine holding it here, then your pressure is not enough. Do you see this? I have enough pressure where I'm using compound and the felt at the same time and just holding it there. And so now I got this polish. You see that? Now it's time to add more compound. There you go. Compound is your friend, people. So start here. Kind of but you guys see how quick you get a polish off the very fine? That was like effortless. Now up here is where I have a lot of the scrubby finish. So I'm just kind of going like rolling it. You guys see I'm following the shape, the curve of this bead. There we go. There we go. There we go. Are you guys watching this? You guys see? You got to hold it there to get a polish. Pretty cool, huh? There we go. And that should do it, you guys. Wow, you can see the reflection of the jewel tool on the wall. You can see my little banner. Hi. Remember, no pushy. Light touch, yes, but at least make contact with the wheel. That's crazy. You can see the polish. So do you guys see this? And of course, Irina. And of course, you can go to the buff, the cotton buff, the magic buff, whatever you want after this. But I'm here to show you how to get scratches out. That's what I'm here today. So wow, you can see that shine from a mile away. Hello. Hi. I'm shiny. How about you? I'm scratched. No one wants to be with you. I'm shiny. Everyone wants to be my friend. Okay, so thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Annie. I'm laughing so hard. Okay, I read that earlier. Okay, you guys, is this helping you Talk to me, people. What are we doing? Okay, so I'm going to show what she was talking about, the two sides, okay? It's not flat, but what can I do? Hold on, guys. I'm going to try to find something flat and long. What do I have flat and long? Hold on. I got something. Oh, here. Okay, so here's a piece of brass. Okay? Thank you. Okay, good. Good. Thank you guys for the feedback. Okay, good, good, good. Hi, Susan. Hi, Anne. Hi, Laura. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, you're so, thank you, Anna. Okay, so you guys, I found some nasty piece of brass. I don't know where this came from. But let me show you the technique on polishing something this large in the scratches that you get. So watch this. So if I want to polish this whole piece, so what you got to do is you can't concentrate on the whole thing at once, okay? You have to concentrate in section by section. You guys see what I mean? So you can't expect to polish this all at once. You got to do section by section, and you're going to have to start to have this dip at one point. You're not going to polish this whole thing at the same time. You have to learn to not let it touch both sides at the same time. And what I mean that, Irina, you're going to might have to do a side camera. Hold on, not yet. This is on. Go ahead and give me that. Which one is the side camera? Yeah, try the side. Wait, oh, no, that's me. Wait, I'm in the way. No, no, hold on, Irina. Let me focus. I'm trying to do side. Kristen, help. Oh, there you go. I got it. Okay. Kristen's going to help me. Okay, so there. So what I mean is, instead of holding it flat, you're going to have to dip it at certain times in work. Do you know what I mean? So you can't, so it's always going to be, the left has to go nose down, and so the left should not touch the felt anymore as you're working. So you're going to start flat and work your way down, kind of like the same technique we do on sharpening a knife. Does that make sense? So instead of holding it dead flat, no, you're good, Irina. You're going to have to, as you work, you're going to go down and not touch it anymore. And I'll show you how this works. So give me overhead. Overhead. Perfect. Okay, good. No, no, this one. Okay, so what I meant was, so when you're working here, you're going to go like zhuzh it, but you're going to work more on the right, and this is going to be like left, like not touching. You see that? So here, this is what I mean. Watch this. So Irina, there's a time where I'm going to have you push that other button, okay? And make sure you put compound on the edge. Okay, so watch this. Ready? So we're going to polish this. Now, this is a really rough area, okay? So watch how I'm going to get a nice polish, okay? Let's keep it going. Just hold it there. Hold it there. I could feel compound kind of needs more. But look, just doing nothing and I get this polish. Like, seriously, people, this is a raw piece. Hello? Hello? And if you're saying you can't get a polish, again, I don't know what to tell you. Please watch my videos. Okay, so now it's time to add more compound. Now, Irina, in a little bit, I'm going to ask you to change the camera, but not yet. So I'm going to go back on this. Okay, so let me get a good, okay, so now, Irina, do a side view. Do you guys see how the left side is not touching? It's not touching here. Look, this is not touching. Oh, hold on, just there goes my nail. Actually, my nail held on just fine. Do you guys see how I'm kind of doing that? And you're just going to zhuzh it back and forth. You don't ever hold it like this, because then you'll, okay, now go forward and go to overhead. Because then you're going to pull one side and this side. It doesn't work like that. So you got to give yourself more compound and just hold it there. So go give yourself a good balance. So it's got to be section by section. It can't be done the whole thing at the same time. It's just, that's not the way to polish. So then you can kind of glide over it. Didn't I do a side view again? You guys see that? Okay, now I want you to do top view. So you see how I'm working my way all the way to the edge? And look at that polish, you guys. Like, are you kidding me? No. So what I'm doing is look. So look, my edge, I'm in the center. You see the center? Show the side view if you want, Irina. I'm in the center. But there's times where you can, if it's a really uneven spot, kind of glide it and feather it in. Why not? What you think your pieces are perfectly aerospace perfection flatness? You see how I just work that area? Like, oh my, you guys, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Like, please. See, so now you would just take a buff over that. The cotton, the magic. Okay. Now you guys, this is a technique that if you're doing larger pieces is good. That's a good technique. That's money. Thank you, Tom. So then you are using the edges sort of. So no, the only time it's called, if you watch any of my videos, you'll hear me say, I'm going to feather this in because if it's something's not like we're talking surgically aerospace perfection to the very, perfect percentage of trueness of flat, then I don't need to. But this is not 100% flat. I don't care what you say. I can tell it's a little wonky. So whenever that happens, you're going to have to feather it in. You're going to have to. If it's in your pieces, I could guarantee you are not 1,000% perfect flat. So when I use the edge, it's called feathering. But if you notice, I don't ever come off the edge. It's just rock it a little bit just to make sure I got it nice and even and keep it flowing. Keep it going, keep it going. Never sliding off the wheel. Always keep it going, and then drop it. I must need. So Arkan, listen, the secret is don't move around fast. When it comes to polishing, the polisher that moves around fast gets fired. If there's a polisher that polishes too fast, that polisher is usually the worst and doesn't usually last very long. So the polisher that polishes slow, slow and steady wins the race. You know that one? Same with polishing. You didn't see me go like I didn't do that. I worked section by section by section. And you work it. But remember to, when you're doing longer pieces, to have that space and it goes like nose down like this. Does that make sense? I hope this helped. Really, I really do. My objective is to help. Stay still and stop fidgeting. Chill. Exactly. Okay, thank you. Okay, good. All right, good. Can you scroll down for more comments, Irina? Yeah, perfect. Exactly. So did this help? Anyone who's doing flat, or is it just Arcane Moon? But yeah, polished pretty cool. You guys see that polish? Blinded by the light. Nicole, the light is calling your name. Nicole loves to polish her money clips to ridiculous polish. So now, like let's say I wanted to take this to a higher shine, okay? Oh, thank you, Margaret. It's all been helpful. Good. Okay, so you can do this a few different ways, but let me show you a way that everyone has. So this is this is our Jewel Tool buff. Okay, so this one's dedicated for compound because I know a lot of people have this one. So I'm going to put some compound, not too much. And so you have to be careful when polishing this. This can pull out of your hand. So you got to know that this corner will never touch this. That'll yank it and knock it out of your hand. So you just got to hold it in this, so it's spinning in this direction, so it's going here. You guys see that? So there. Just hold it there. Just don't push. This is where you shouldn't push. And if you, oh, it looks good. There you go. And if you need more compound, if you're getting some black streaks, give yourself some compound and it'll go away, I promise. You see how the compound goes away? There we go. Oh, yes. Are you seeing this, guys? Are you guys seeing this? And if it, and this is the one, this buff actually had some weird stuff in it. Someone had was playing around with this at a show, and it had old somebody else's compound on here. I think they were playing around, so that's kind of what I'm dealing with. There is another compound on this buff, but whatever. We're just gonna keep going with it, okay? You're gonna get that. So now be careful when you come off this. You wanna be really careful not to tilt that sharp edge into the cotton. You guys see what I'm talking about? There. Now all these little lines are just compound. This is a crappy buff. I'm gonna change this. Someone put this other weird. You see, it's like a bluish kind of weird compound on here. That one is so far fail. I'm not using you anymore. I'm gonna use a new one. I'm gonna use a new one. What, Irina? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Don't push on the muslin buff too hard. It proved to be dangerous, you guys. You see how much cleaner that is there. And then use my cleaner to get rid of any kind of excess compound. See, the problem is people push too hard to get rid of that compound. And that's the problem you run into. Things catch and stuff off of this. Or you can just use my magic buff and you'll be fine. Any of the magic buffs will work beautifully with this, by the way. This one, that one, the pink one, the yellow one, they work good. So yeah, do you guys see that? Oh. So yeah, so don't push with your buff. If you are pushing with your buff, that means that your previous steps were not done properly. If you're relying on your buff to get you there, oh honey, it's going to make waves and uneven surfaces and make things worse. Don't push on your cotton buff or any buff. Yeah, so there, that's the polish. So there. I know you know what, this happens at trade shows. I leave my booth to go to the bathroom, and these guys that try to like sell their compound, oh my God, they're like, they just don't leave me alone. They want to sell me, get this, 8, 9, 10, I don't even know, 10 steps of compound. And I look at them and I go, are you kidding me? Do you really think that we've advanced so far on surface conditioning? Who uses all these grades of compound anymore? To my surprise, many. Technology has advanced. You don't need to use, if anything, different grades of multiple grades of compound can make your surface look pitted, bring out porosity, and give you uneven finishes. Compound and a buff is not surface conditioning. I'm sorry. That's very, very, very old technology. I love my compound manufacturers, you guys, but the ones that sell like abrasive compound, that's exactly what it is, you guys, abrasive. You put that up against prongs, you put that up against or Tripoli. Oh my God, don't get me started. I have always been against Tripoli. I have always, did I not say this? Always, even when I was a lapper on the lap machine, and they would say, oh, you have to use Tripoli. I look at them and go, oh, no, I don't. No, I want to say it's horrible, horrible. So if you use Tripoli out there, there's way more advanced technology than Tripoli. That's all I'm going to say. But really, Tripoli is grease, is fat lard, and it cuts. You might as well use, I know I'm being aggressive, but you might as well use the purple ceramic if you're using Tripoli, because that's how much it's taking off metal. Just because you don't see the grind marks, oh honey, it's cutting a lot of metal off. And if you don't know how to use Tripoli properly, you're going to have some problems. You think my polishing is an issue. Ho, ho, ho. Don't go that route, you guys. Don't let anyone tell you. And if you hear anyone speaking this nonsense on any group, please steer them away. it'll just make them want to just do everything satin finish, because that's not the way to do things. Yes, bless your heart, Bonnie. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bonnie, put Bonnie's thing up. Yes. Bonnie said something very important. Let's read this together. Also, don't mistaken rub marks for scratches. Rub marks are these fine, like rub marks that come off your flat, smooth felt wheel. They can easily be removed and high polished off. Super fine. And my felt that we sell is such a high grade of felt that even at the jewelry shows, I would have high-end jewelers take a loop and look at the finish off of my felt, because they know what they're looking for. They're looking for scratches. Cheap felt leaves scratches because it does not go through a purification process. I spend extra money to make sure this felt comes from New Zealand wool, and it goes through a special process to get all the impurities, any kind of extra junk that is in the lamb's hair is filtered and sifted out to give you a clean, polishing felt. Do you guys know that? But I know. And New Zealand has the most amazing animal, well, how do I say, not cruelty, but amazing animal rights, animal, Kristen, give me the word, animal welfare rules. So only when the lamb needs a haircut, they're going to shave some of the hair off and make our felt. They're just not going to go crazy and make the poor lammies, skinny, hairless in the middle of the winter. Not going to happen. I've made sure I read those, and I know where my felt comes from. Okay, so here we go. So there you go. Thank you, Bonnie. And then Nicole said something. The fairy godmother buff. Treat that baby like it's gold. Oh, yeah. It's true. The buff will, if you just lightly touch, right, Nicole? You don't go bearing into your buff. You need to do that. Light touch, guys. The buff is designed to give you a high luster. So it's fluffy. Look at the fluff. Let's go under the camera. Look. So this is a brand new buff. Do you see how soft and fluffy it is? This is what gives that gorgeous, that beautiful shine. Do you know what I mean? So the more you push into it, you don't even allow the fluff to do its job. You're just shoving things in there. So forward. Bonnie said, loop it. Okay, Alyssa said something. Okay, let me go back. Ooh, I think I do that. I always seem to think I see scratches. Maybe it's rub marks. Yes, rub marks. Those are not scratches. Loop it. If you take a loop, just like Bonnie said, bless your heart, Bonnie. Bonnie, you better not go anywhere. So any loop, I don't know where mine is, but any loop, if you loop it, you guys, so this is what jewelers do. They would loop it. And they know the difference from a rub mark and a scratch. You can tell. If you loop it, you can tell. You'll be like, oh, I thought that was a scratch. There's really nothing there under the loop. It's true. Right? Thank you, Bonnie. It's right, Suni. Great idea. Thank you, Bonnie. You can see the difference under a loop. Put Bonnie's thing up one more time. Bonnie, you got some good ones. Keep them coming, girl. It's that Bob Ross energy you're pulling in you. Yeah, Bonnie's beautiful. So if you think you have scratches after the felt, loop it. Chances are they're just rub marks. They're not scratches. Margaret, friends don't let friends use cheap felt. And there's cheap felt out there. There's cheap buffs out there too. Law, what have you heard? It's the spirit of Mr. Ross coming through you. It's channeling you with good educational vibes. You know how he's like so like smooth, and you watch him and he teaches and you're like, yeah, I got that vibe. Bonnie, you're totally giving me those vibes right now. So good. So good. Okay. Happy little rub marks. Yes. Right, Teresa? Yes. That's one of the reasons I have my crazy makeshift magnifier over my jewel tool. That's not a bad idea, Nicole, to be honest with you. She's talking about the magnifier with the ring around it. That's how I paint, Tom said. It's true. He's a very gifted, that Bob Ross. Really, really divinely gifted, I think. So anyways, so that's little Teresa. I know, right? Teresa, happy little rub marks. It is. They're happy little rub marks. They like, wow, I can like set fire to something if I catch the sun outside. It's so hot in California today, you guys. I swear, if I caught the sun right now, right, Irina? It was so hot. I can probably burn something, like set fire to something with this shine, right? I left my chain purse outside while Jolie did a tinkle. Just left it on the table. 5 minutes. Yarrow picked it up and he goes, Anie, feel how hot this chain is. And I was like, oh my God, it was like gonna burn me. It's hot outside today in California. Oh, really, Tom? You went to college for an art major? I also love to paint. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I have a lot of paintings. One of these days I'll show you. But in high school, I loved art and I loved painting but I'm very detailed when it comes to painting. It almost has to be perfect to like I would drive my art teacher crazy, that kind. She'd come and she'd go, Anie, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm like, girlfriend, it's gonna be perfect. If I'm doing it, it's gonna be perfect. She's like, just let it go. And I'm like, oh no, not what we're doing. It's gonna be perfect. I remember I had to do like there was a bandana. I had to simulate the red with the black and that perfect little paisley design. Oh, it had to be perfect. So anyways, hey, D's here. Hey, D, what's up, D? D, I got to post about bingo and tell everybody about bingo. You guys, we're going to start a bingo game, and the bingo game is going to have prizes. Just saying. So we're going to do the bingo games during the shows. So it'll be fun. So if you want to be a part of our bingo game, email D. Email D. Right, D? Is that how it's going to work? We can't just let anything go being so-so. Oh no, so-so is not in my vocabulary. So-so. What did I post, you guys? Don't let good enough be good enough. You were made for more. Just remember that, you guys. Look, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I post weird stuff on Instagram. It's a whole different. Do you guys get this? Look what I got, Kristen. It says, do you want to see likes on posts? See likes or not see likes? Did you get this? This is new. I updated my Instagram. You guys, look. Look. Do you want to see likes on posts? See likes or keep hiding likes? I hide the likes. I really hide the likes because I'm not that popular girl kind of person. I never was like that in high school. I didn't like that. So I feel like when I see likes, like then someone feels, oh, I'm cooler because I got more likes than you. So I will keep hiding likes because that makes me happier. Now, this is what I posted. I'm going to come up so you guys see this. I posted this on my Instagram. What does it say? Don't let good enough be good enough. You are made for more. Remember this, you guys. Say it again. Don't let good enough be good enough. You were made for more. Always, you guys, always strive for more. You know, if you don't demand it, if you don't desire it, you're not going to get it. And we want the best. You really want the best. So don't settle. That's basically the thing. Don't settle. That's good, Suni. I like that. Put Suni's up. Yeah. That should be Jewel Tool saying. The Jewel Tool won't let you settle for less. Beautiful. Oh my God, Suni, that gave me goosebumps. Why did it give me goosebumps? I don't know why. Strange things give me goosebumps. But yeah, that really resonated. It's true. The Jewel Tool will take you there, will take you to where you want to go. You know, it's not one of those machines where you have to MacGyver and figure it out. No, if you just use the simple foundational techniques of polishing on the Jewel Tool, it'll take you there. It's like that thing. It's like the Madonna. It'll take you there. You know, Jewel Tool will take you there, you guys. Don't settle for less. I love that. Thank you. And then Wow, it's hot in Arizona. And then Nicole said, Lol, right? Not us. We can't just let anything be so. Oh, you already said that. If you don't push yourself, you don't go anywhere. And it doesn't hurt. Yes, it exactly, you guys. So just as a little reminder today, don't let good enough be good enough. Really, you truly were made for more. And ask for it. Ask, believe, receive, you guys. It's out there for the taking. If you don't take it, just think of this, you guys. If you don't take it, someone else is going to take it because it's there for everyone to receive. So get it. Get it, girl. Get it, guy. Get it. Get it. Get it. And Jewel Tool, just like a prayer. I know, right, Teresa? It'll take you there. Just like a prayer. You want to pray for good things? Jewel Tool will take you there. It's so true, you guys. So, anyways, you guys, on that note, I hope this was helpful. We had fun. It is all helpful. Oh, thank you, Laverne. You just confirmed what I said. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really, you guys, it made me so great. Great book, Big Mac, by the author of Ear, Love, Pray. Very good book on the topic. Very good. Thank you, Dee. I'm going to look for that. Thank you. I'm always pushing myself, you guys. I am not ever happy with with staying stagnant. I try. There's times where you just are not feeling it, but that's okay. Give yourself a break sometimes, but don't give yourself too much of a break. You know what I mean? They say that some of the most successful people are not, they're not, they could be more, but they feel content where they are. No, you should always strive for more. Always, you guys. It's there for the taking. Let's get it, girls. Let's get it, guys. Let's do it. Well, always a learning experience. Thank you. Oh, good, good, good. Okay. I think it helped me. Oh, thank you. Well, you know what, you guys? This is why I put the post out. I do these daily shows to help you guys. I truly want to help you. I want to teach you guys. I know you guys weren't born in, the jewelry world and polishing. You didn't grow up doing this. So I get it. But I want you to, if you're investing money in soldering, in making stuff, in silver, in copper, in tools, you have to finish it properly. You know what I mean? So I'm here to teach you that. It's free. Free. Yeah, I took my first 2-hour nap in 20 years today. Beautiful, Melanie. Exactly. In 20 years. But sometimes you just got to take care of you. But you can't go into a complacent state of mind. You can be content and happy and grateful what you have, and have gratitude in your heart. But you shouldn't stay there. You should always, strive for more, seek more, desire more. There's nothing wrong with that. You deserve it. Why is that person going to get more than you? They're not better than you. No, we're all created equal. So it's there for the taking, guys. That's all. Speaking of soldering, setting up the soldering station. Yeah, I got to do that. I got to set up my soldering station, girlfriend, and I have to set up my Durston rolling mill. I know. I suck. I suck. Thank you for all the wonderful information. Oh, Laura, making me laugh while learning. You guys, I try to make it fun, darn it. It's not, do or die. It's not like that serious of a thing. Learning should be fun, and especially with the Jewel Tool, it's so easy. Once you know the basics, it's easy and it's fun. If I was on a polishing machine right now, the energy you would feel from me, it's not a fun ordeal. That wouldn't be fun. But what you're feeling is easy, fun, happy. You know what I mean? So you guys get the flow. So I will, Bonnie. I got to get that. And I should start teaching you guys some of my techniques on soldering, my techniques on, I've touched on it, on using the saw. I don't have a fancy saw like everyone has. I feel like you guys are all more advanced than me. I have my, my, $2 chucks over here This is what we use in as professional jewelers. Okay, it's not the fancy ones that you guys see. It's not. But you guys, it does the job. It holds the blades nice and tight. They're lightweight. That's the key. Lightweight and a good balance. That's all you need. And it's not really, you guys, the saw blades. I'm going to tell you a little secret. So back in the day, there's a jewelry supply company who marketed their saw blades to be the best out there. Okay. And I remember sitting in the room, because remember, I'm a jeweler and I have friends in the jewelry industry, sitting in the room and watching them repackage saw blades from no-name China saw blades and putting them in their fancy marketing packages. And everyone was singing the praises of these saw blades. Ooh, they're the best. And in my head, I'm like, dude, they're just plain saw blades from China. Like nothing special, nothing whatever. But so don't think like saw blades are going to make you saw better. Like if you buy this particular one, it's in the technique of of using your saw blade. So yeah. Yes, no pushy on the saw blade too. Absolutely. No pushy on the saw blade. You know, and it's all about keeping it moving. All about keeping it moving, you guys. Even when you want to go into a corner, you got to keep it moving. That's one thing that people forget. It's not push, but you got to keep that action going. Got to keep that wrist. God, trust and believe, you guys. I used to use the saw blade a lot. I was the one that had to make the nameplates. Back then, there was no laser making, none of that. Anie was the nameplate maker. Do you know how hard it is to saw nameplates, the cursive the names? You try doing that with you think it's tough to cut around the bezel with the saw blade? Make a name, especially a long name like Elizabeth. Oh my God, I remember doing that one. I'm like, oh, fudge. But you do it. And you know what? You will break blades. That's the name of the game. You're going to break them, so ease up on yourself, by the way. Thought I'd throw that out there. I know I'm not talking about saw blades, but if you're breaking blades, don't freak out. It happens to the best of us, really. But there were times where I'm so good that my blade would bend. Like I used it so much, I stretched it. Do you know, have you guys ever gotten to that stage where your blade stretches and it's a curve without breaking? I don't see comments anymore, Irina. No, I don't see. The screen went black. Kristen, am I on? It's just the TV? Yeah. Trying to see if I have an old one on here. Anyways, I can't see comment. Well, they can read the comments, but I can't. Oh, there it came. I think it was just the wire. Oh, okay, here we go. Laser on a law. Oh, God. I swear I wish I had a laser back then. I do like some saw blades better than others, but I find that if you loosen your death grip, you can saw much better. It's true, you guys. Everything has techniques, honest to God. You know, there's no magic tool that you can put it in and it comes out perfect. Like, you know what I mean? You're always going to have to, evoke some of your experience and technique. I know that isn't on subject, but how can I clean my coarse diamond ring mandrel? Oh, yeah, we've done this a million times, Laverne. Use a toothbrush with water. That's it. I don't have a toothbrush. What happened to my? Oh, I have a toothbrush. What happened to? Oh, here. So, Laverne, all you do is take. Do I have? I don't have a dirty one, but I'll grab one. It doesn't matter. Oh, here. I have a dirty one. Oh, perfect. I have a coarse. Do you see this, Laverne? Mine is overhead. Do you see this, Laverne? Mine's dirty. You see that? Okay, so I just grab a little toothbrush. This is actually the brush that came with the Anie jewelry cleaner. Where is water? Hold on. Okay, so just grab some water. Hold on. So this is just plain old water. You see water? Grab some water and just go like this. You see all that crap comes off? Ooh. And there you go. Good as new. Look at that. I think I had some the Jool Tool cleaner on it. I see some suds. Oops. It's okay. Okay, do forward. I don't even have and then just dry it. I don't even have a cloth. So that's that. And it's clean. Oh, thanks, Irina. There you go. And there you go. Just give it a nice dry. You don't want to leave it wet. And that's it. Super clean. Okay, let me read. You heard that, Laverl? That was for you. Haha, I just did that last night. Robin, my first metalsmith instructor said, hold the saw like you're shaking hands with a 2-year-old. And it started cutting weird on me because the blade was curving on me. Oh, nice! Shaved off the sides of my beaded wire. Nice. Nice? Wait, I think I lost. Huh? Oh, so I think I'm confused with the curve. Is it the curve of the saw blade? I don't know. I lost it, you guys. So just one of these days, maybe this week, I'll show you my techniques on using a saw blade. But remember, you guys, I don't have the fancy little ones that you guys all have. I have like the super cheap ones that we've been using for years. And to be honest with you guys, I know so many jewelers, some of the biggest jewelers that still use this one. Just saying. There's nothing wrong with this. Really, you guys. The saw blade is not going to make you saw good. It's your technique. Oh, you didn't know it was curving on you. Yes, good. So when it's curving, you just, it's pretty much dead. Once it's curved, you should get rid of it. But there was times where I was so lazy, I didn't want to change a blade. I would just tighten it more on my chest and then push it back, and there it goes back. But that's good. If it's curved, that means you were going strong for a while there. That's good for you. Yes, $6.99. I want to laugh and say $2 Chuck, but it's not. But you know what I mean. I just flattened the sides of the bead wire and made it a design feature. It's so cute. It's a feature. I love that feature. So yeah, I'll show you guys this one day. Okay, you guys, I gotta go. Love you. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Everyone's good. It's good. I have the same kind you have. I love it, Evelyn. You guys, they're great, really. They really are. So I'll show you guys how to use the $2 Chuck this week. How about that? Just show my techniques and what I use to lubricate. I'm very minimal when it comes to using a saw blade. Just so you know, I don't complicate things. But you got to be light. You got to be, let's talk about no pushy. You push or pivot wrong, bing! That wonderful noise that you guys all know. Bing! Ugh, I used to hate that. I'm like, darn it. As if changing the saw blade was so hard, but it's just so annoying and inconvenient. You're welcome, Heidi. Thank you, Tom. Be safe, be kind. I love you guys. Remember, you guys, do what makes you happy. You were made for more. Love you. See you guys here tomorrow. Bye-bye.